Hey there, everybody. A lot of people have been asking me what's going to happen after the Canmore floods. As many of you know, I live here in Canmore, and we had some absolutely incredible, unbelievable floods this last week. Took out a lot of houses. I live one row off the creek, and what I witnessed was absolutely astounding. But a lot of people are asking, what's this going to do to the market? I want to talk about kind of a few different areas. What's going to do to the local Canmore market, the rental market, as well as the real estate resale market. And from the rental market perspective, things are already really tight here. Essentially a 0% vacancy rate. A lot of the houses behind me did have suites in them, and as well as a main level, obviously. And about 47 homes were affected up here in Cougar Creek. So take roughly 60 families and displace them in a small town with a vacancy rate of 0 essentially already. Add that the temporary workers that are all going to be here. Everybody driving these excavators and whatnot, they're not from around here. And we thank them for being here, but we got to house them somewhere. We got to feed them somewhere. And so that's going to make things really tight here. One of the things I mentioned early in this game on my Facebook page is I didn't want to see anybody gouging tenants from an economic perspective, displaced people. I think that's rude and ignorant, and economics is one thing, taking advantage of situations is totally another. So I hope we don't see a whole lot of that going on. But undoubtedly rents were already on the rise, and they will continue to rise here in Canmore. Resale wise, again, single family houses are pretty tight right now. And we're looking at a bunch of construction that's going to happen. I know a lot of the houses on the street have already sold. Actually, somebody sold a house right over there the other day, which blew my mind, right in the middle of the flooding. But that's the sort of market we've got going on here right now. Things will get a little hotter. If there was any slack in the market, was in the condo market, and we may see some of that get taken out right away as people need places to live again. So we'll see a tightening situation here in Canmore. Calgary, same thing going on there. All of our houses were there and they were unaffected, thankfully. I know a lot of landlords that basement suites and whatnot that were flooded out, and that's unfortunate. Again, 0% vacancy there. Things are going to get really tight, and they displaced almost 100,000 people there. That's not permanent, not long term, but a lot of people lost homes in Calgary and downtown Calgary especially. Economically, things are going to change a little bit. We're going to have a spike in disaster relief money that's going to come into town. Workers that are going to come here. We're going to have a little bit of a boom, so to speak, construction-wise. Good for that industry. If anything good comes from all of this, it's economically, we're going to have a bit of a building boom, so to speak. So that's what I think is going to happen economically. What do you think is going to happen economically in the rental market, in the retail market? I'd love to hear from you. Cheers. Take care.